Hey everybody, this is Cale Clark with the Faith Explained Institute and thefaithexplained.com. I want to start off by wishing everybody a happy Divine Mercy Sunday. And also to all of our Orthodox friends and Eastern Catholic friends, I want to wish you a happy Easter. Christos Anesti, Christ is risen. I want to read to you one of my favorite poems, and this is from John Updike, 7 Stanzas at Easter. I'm not going to read the whole thing, just the beginning. Make no mistake, if he rose at all, it was as his body. If the cell's dissolution did not reverse, the molecules reknit, the amino acids rekindle, the church will fall. It's a great poem. If you go on to read it, and I highly suggest you do, it really defends the physicality of the resurrection of Jesus Christ. That was a bodily resurrection. I mean, growing up, I heard so often that the resurrection was only a symbol, like, each spring the flowers coming up, it's a symbol of renewal, that sort of thing. And his poem actually goes on to talk about that. Nothing could be further from the truth. In every single resurrection appearance of Jesus in the Gospels, the physicality of it is stressed. In today's Gospel from John chapter 20, doubting Thomas gets the opportunity to actually plunge his hand into the wound in Christ's side and to touch the nail prints. Who wouldn't have done that? I mean, I know I would have taken that opportunity for sure. In other Gospels, for example, in Luke, he eats in front of them, right? In Luke 24, Jesus appears, shows them his wounds, they're freaking out, and Jesus says, guys, I am not a ghost, or a spirit is the actual translation. A spirit does not have flesh and bones as you see that I have. But they're still doubting, so he says, do you have anything here to eat? Like, yeah, we have some fish and some bread over here. Well, give it to me. Nom. It's like a filet-o-fish, okay? Why does he eat it? Because he's hungry? Because he needs it in his resurrected state? No, he wants to prove that he's corporal, that he's physical. Ghosts don't make food disappear. In Acts chapter 10, verse 41, Peter says, we ate and drank with him after he rose from the dead. This is phenomenal. So let's get physical here when we talk about the resurrection, because that's what it's all about. Look, if the apostles were making up a story, if they were making this whole thing up, it would have been so easy for them to say, oh, God spoke to us in a dream, or we had a vision, that, even though Jesus was in the tomb, God wanted us to keep going with this message. Dreams and visions are all over the Bible, Old and New Testament. Think about the dreams of St. Joseph, right? They could have said that if they're making it up, but they weren't, because it was a physical resurrection. It wasn't a vision, okay? A resurrection is a lot harder to prove, okay? Requires an empty tomb, which we have. We've talked about that before. Plus, they were doing this. They were proclaiming the resurrection in the very city where Jesus was crucified and buried, in Jerusalem. That's where it all started. It's not like they, went across the ocean into some faraway country. A long, long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, there was this guy named Jesus, and where they couldn't really check it out for themselves. But here they are in the very city. As Peter says in Acts, this was not done in a corner. They never would have proclaimed this message in the city where it all happened unless that's actually what did happen, okay? So they went the hard way by proclaiming a resurrection. Make no mistake, if he rose at all, it was as his body. If the cell's dissolution did not reverse, the molecules reknit, the amino acids rekindle, the church will fall. But it won't, because he did. For the Faith Explained, I'm Cale Clark.